Explain to us what you can get out of a group like this one, because you had some 4-year guys, young big guy, and some other guys that some of us may not have heard of before.
Yeah, this was a great workout in that the competitiveness was at an all-time high. I mean, it was, these guys are getting to the point of the circuit where it's starting to grind on them, and they've seen a lot of these guys at other workouts, so they kind of know each other. And it's fiery, it's competitive, it's physical, and we see how these guys battle through that. And, it was a great workout to see some of the guys that you don't in college get to see a lot of the physical nature, come out of the way they play. And in this setting, you really get to see how they battle through that. So it's a good, helpful look.
Speaking of physical natures, Malcolm Brogdon, I just stood beside him. He looks tougher and stronger than he did on the television. What did you learn about him? Because he's I guess he's consistent throughout the game on all facets. So what can you learn about a guy like that in this setting?
A guy like him, it's a little bit more of getting to know him, because we've been scouting him so much in the ACC that when you get him here in our building and our staff gets around him and we do the interviews and we do all the things to kind of learn about him as a person, that's what you really figure out about the guy. I mean, with him, you know what you're getting. He's such a well-balanced player. He's been, one of the better all-around players in the ACC for a couple of years. So, you get to see his shot, you get to see his defensive, approach and all that stuff, and then, just kind of see it, like I was saying, like how he competes against guys that are trying to get up in him.
Now, Bryce Johnson mentioned he took a pretty good shot from one of the players earlier in the workout and kind of had to readjust his frame of mind. And he also mentioned the fact that he's working on stepping away and stepping outside. So what are the concerns for a young guy like that? Because you see all the skill sets that he has, but it's also, a giant jump from college to NBA for him.
Yeah. And two, you have to also consider that a setting like this, a 3-on-3 setting or a 2-on-2 at some point, isn't what makes Bryce Johnson a good player. Like he's so much better in a 5-on-5 setting where he's working off the ball and flying in for rebounds and, just kind of working in the space that the rest of his teammates create for him. So we kind of know coming in this that it's not going to be that, great of a look for him. But you get to see how, like you said, he takes a shot and how he fights back and how he pushes through it. And those are the sorts of things that guys like Bryce, it's, you know that they're trying to show a little bit more than what you saw in college, but at the same time, the reason we have them in here is because of what we saw in college. So you don't want to see too much of them going away from that, but at the same time, in a setting like this, there's only so much he could probably show us. So he's trying to, push his shot out and show a little bit more of the unknown.
Hear good things from the Treviso trip that the guys went on?
Yeah, so far we have a little bit of a meeting after the workout, and we'll delve into a little bit more about everything. But early reports is that it was a pretty successful trip.
In terms of this process, you guys are kind of getting down to it now. A couple days out, probably only 2, maybe 3 more workouts in here. You feel good about where you're at overall?
Very much so. Yeah, I think we a lot of our discussions are, of course, tailored around number 9. We're pretty good with the group of players we'll likely be picking from around 27, so we're pretty comfortable there, and now it's just a matter of really hammering on the number 9 pick and seeing what direction we can go with it.